Hi guys, how are you guys doing? So the past week I've been working on the Chevy blanket that I really wanted to do for my boyfriend, and I'm going to kind of show you guys it and then I'll explain. So this is one side, and then this is the other side. So for these orange squares, I just did a regular granny square and did it 3 rows out. Then I did multiple of those and stitched them together. It was actually super easy. I recommend just doing the granny squares first and then attaching them as you go, so you can kind of lay them out and see where you want them to go. So for the letters, I did little tiny granny squares. They're each 1 row, and they're just tiny ones sewed together to make the letter that I want. For the gray, it's just a border around it, just single crocheted around, and all the holes kind of around the thing. So that's how I got the border. I did everything first and then the gray. And then I just finished this up a few days ago actually. And it's the tail light, which is 2 red granny squares, and it's only 2 rows deep. So I just did 2 and then sewed them together. And then once I sewed those together, it made a rectangle. And then once you do the rectangle, you kind of just do the same thing around. Besides, if you want a corner, do 3 double crochets, 2 single, and then 3 double crochets again. That's what makes your corner. So if you want it to be the rectangular shape, just do that in the corner of where you please. And then this one for the reflector light or whatever it's called. I did 2 double crochets also for the white square, and then did, I think 2 rows deep around the outside. So did that. And then for the bumper, we did the white squares. The white squares are 3 rows deep. And if you want to see a little farther, and then those are just stitched together, and then this is what it looks like on the back when you stitch it together. And when you do stitch it, make sure you have like the right sides and stitch it, because it will bulk up in the back. So you want to make sure you're stitching on the back so it will bulk up on the back and not on the front, because then it'll look funky. And then, sorry if you hear my dogs panting back here, we just went for a mile walk with 3 dogs. So and this is the back, and there's all these tails that I have to tuck in, but for the squares I mainly try to tuck them in first, so that way all the tails that I'm left with is the connector tails. And then the next thing is the license plate. We decided to do like a name on it. Me and my boyfriend decided that instead of like a date or a number or whatever. And I kind of just counted how many squares, chains it was deep here, counted how many it was there, and then how many it was here, and I made it length by width, whatever that was, and just single crocheted until it was the size it needed to be. And then I add the lettering by doing the stitching, just like you would connect it. It's kind of the same thing. So you would kind of like make a loop on your hook, then go through wherever you want to stitch, and then you would just keep stitching through the wherever you want it to go, and that's how you make letters. And then I just took the strings that you would have on this side, I just tucked them through, because then we'll just like thread them through at the end. Let's see, I'll tell you how many I did, how many squares. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 squares on the bumper for the white. So 7 here, then the license plate, then 7 more over here. Okay. And then for the tailgate itself, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It was 15 across. Boys, it was 15 across. But the reason there was 7 and 7 on each side is because like 1.5 here was these, for these squares here. Also, to get extra length, I did have to single crochet 2 rows here to get the extra length, so that way it all lined it up into a big rectangle. And currently I'm working on tires with the black granny squares. So that'll be 3 rows deep. And then I'm just planning on doing, like, laying it out like this, and then do 2 granny squares underneath of that, so 5 in total to make a tire, because he kind of wants more of the bed than he does the tires. So we're gonna do like a taller view of it. So that's that. And then this, I started a granny square, but this is the black I'm using. It's just black from Red Heart. And then this is the red, just, I think it's just regular red. Doesn't say. Yeah, well, just red from Red Heart. And then the gray is just a darker gray. So yeah, that's how that's going. The training with the new puppy's going good. We're off-leash training him. Otis, go lay down. Go over there and lay down. Go over there and lay down. There you go. Yeah, so we're off-leash training him, so that's going good. Better than it could be expected, because we've only had him a week or so now, so. But yeah. Otis, go lay down, buddy. Go lay down with the fan. Yeah. Go lay down with the fan. Hold on a second. I'll be back. Come on, let's get the fan. Come on. Come on. Here, Otis. Here. Go lay down. Okay. That's good now. And they're still probably gonna come lay out here and pant and pant and pant. But it's okay. I did yard work yesterday. I kind of cleaned up bushes outside. Didn't do too much. And I pulled out there was like a wooden post piece in the ground, and I ended up pulling that out. But I worked until 2 yesterday, so I was kind of a little tired, but nothing too major. And then me and the puppies just kind of trimmed back some flowers because they were getting overgrown and dying, so we just had to trim those back so they look better, because we're a corner lot, so just gotta keep it looking good. My boyfriend's dad wasn't in town and helped put up some lights, so that was very helpful and nice. But yeah, nothing too major going on, just the same old. Oh, and I might be getting carpal tunnel due to doing this, crocheting constantly, but I got a brace and hopefully that'll help kind of like, I don't know, mild it, or I don't know, mellow the symptoms, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I don't have to go to the doctor and get surgery, because that wouldn't be fun. Oh boy. But yeah, so school starts back soon and I'm not excited at all. I'm kind of, I I don't know. I'm just ready for nursing to be over. But I don't want to do the classes. I just wish like you could just get a degree, but without doing school. Like if you have enough job experience, you can just develop a degree. That'd be nice, but we know that's not going to be a thing. Oh my goodness, why is it not working? Okay. Yeah. We got more tomatoes. I think we had about 5 tomatoes or more produced over the week. We had 2 bell peppers. We have more tomatoes, I think, that are ready, but I'm not really sure. I'll have to go check on them and see what they look like. But, yeah. Oh, I'm tired. I think for dinner tonight we're gonna have fish, maybe. I'm not really sure, but maybe fish. Because it's good. Very good. Oh boy. So I'm gonna finish this granny square and then I will show you guys how I connected them together. So that way you kind of have a better idea of what is going to go on. Oh. Yeah, today I got home from work and I took the dogs for a walk around the neighborhood. We went about a mile and then they're like, we're done, Mom, we're done. So I was like, okay, we can go home. So we came home and now they're all wore out, which is fantastic. So yeah. We're almost finished with this one. I think we got one more row after this one. And then we'll have this one finished. Alright, and if you guys want more details on this blanket, I can break it down more. So far, I started the granny squares last week, and that's how much I got so far done. These granny squares are really easy to do and not really time consuming. So just once you get enough granny squares, if you connect them, you'll complete a good bit of the project. I think the longest part was doing the tucking in the tails of the white ones for the lettering. But other than that, it's been pretty good. So, but yeah. Okay, this is the last row, so, and then we'll do some stitching. there. All right, last 3. There's that. Okay, so that's done just like that. We're gonna take 2 of them. So there's gonna be tails on them. Oh hey, boy with your hat back, I kinda like that. You can walk my way, trying to shoot you straight up. Show me what you made up, boy, make me. Okay, so you're gonna make the loop around your hook, and then you're gonna have, there's a double crochet hole here, and then you're gonna have another chain. Put the needle through the chain one. Okay, you're gonna leave those on there just like that, okay, and then same thing through the chain one, not the double crochet. And then you're gonna take it, wrap it around. Then you're gonna take that last loop here, pull it through both of the squared ones, so both of the double ones, and then you're gonna have 2 left, which is the 2 single crochets. Wrap around, pull it through. Okay, now you have that, perfect. So you're gonna have all these stitches here. You're gonna line up, you're gonna go through hook through 2, but line them up the best you can. If you have any strings in the way, go around, like, kind of pull them into the project. So I went through 2 chains, pulled that 1 string through, and this tail's in the way, so I'm gonna lay it down on the work so I can wrap around it and get it caught up. So you're gonna have 3 on your hook, go through the first one, and then go through the second one, and then you're going to do same thing, 2, and then try to lay that little tail down and pull through. And you're just gonna want to keep on doing it until you get to the end. And then you're going to be at the end, and you're going to have the 2 end loops. I always just loop it through and pull it shut. And then you're going to cut it and wrap it around, pull that tail through. Just like that. It's connected with like a little seam. So this is going to be the back. This will be the front. See how you can't see the seam? Perfecto. So that's done. So yeah, if you want to see more of these videos or the continuation of this project in general, just like and subscribe down below. And yeah, just stay tuned and hang in there. I promise it's going to be a completed project, and it'll look really good. So see you in the next video.